Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever it happens to be in your country when you're watching. This video of mine is going to be slightly different to the ones previous, because the previous ones have always been about the Pocket Filofax. But this one is going to be about an A5 and how I'm going to use it. I've got 3 Filofaxes, and at the moment, while I'm still sort of setting it up, I've just picked up the Domino because the Domino happened to be empty, but I might use one of the other ones. Now, on the 1st of this month, the 1st of November, it was my birthday, and it happened to be my 69th birthday. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but it's said that every 7 years, your life, your personality, your character makes a few changes throughout the following 7 years. And they can be good years or they can be bad years. Now, because it was my 69th, it's the beginning of the first year of my next 7 years, taking me up to my 79th birthday. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to record, almost like a diary, record the main feature of each day. A bit similar to, say, doing 280 characters on Twitter, although mine will probably run over some days. So what I've done is, before I get into the Filofax, what I did was got up a notepad or WordPad or TextEdit, whichever you use. I use TextEdit actually. And every day I've been putting the date and writing a couple of short sentences about the highlight of my day, even if it's been a pretty boring day and the highlight just happens to be the workman coming in and doing an odd bit for me. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do with that TextEdit is, or what I've been doing, is doing that every day, and then once it comes to the end of November, I'll print double-sided so that it doesn't take up too much room, because I want this to last 7 years. I'll print double-sided the diary, if you like. I'll print it off. Now what I've done is, just to show you today, I've just printed off the first 6 pages of what will be my November, and I'll add to it when I get to the end of November. Now, I've got the, I haven't obviously set it up completely, so I've still got the original brown bits and pieces, but you'll see as I go through, you'll get an idea of how I'm going to do this. Each one of these will be a year, right? Now, as for the actual diary, I've started off, as you can see, this is 2017 and 2018. So I've made that. That I'm going to possibly laminate, because this will last a year. But on top of that, I'll also make something interesting for that. Probably, I don't know, Sandy's diary or something stupid with some pretty pictures. Yeah. Now, the next page I have done, excuse me, it's going to be a bit of a fiddle holding it up for you and doing it this way, that. But I don't have a camera stand, so I have to do it like this. I've made a little November page. That will stay as an ordinary page. I won't bother to laminate it, because if you laminate too many pages as you go through, it's going to get very thick at the end of 7 years. So, then I started to add the 6, I've only, as I say, I've only run off 6. My 6 actual little diary pages that I've taken from my TextEdit. Yep. Now, over here, can't see where it is, somewhere, is the 5th of November. And in Britain, we celebrate Guy Fawkes Day. So I put the little poem that we have for Guy Fawkes Day. Then I continue with my diary. Okay. And then when I got to here, although this bit hasn't been printed off yet, I spoke about trying on my dog's Christmas jumper. So, not only will it say about what I did here, but I've also printed off on photographic paper a picture of my dog with his jumper on. And I intend to sort of do photographs throughout of things. Say I go out for an evening, I'll take a picture of us all at the table or something, a photograph, and I'll put it in here at the relevant space. So that's how far I've got so far. I have rung off the December's one because we must already be about the 22nd or 23rd somewhere, I don't know. So I've sort of printed one off ready for December. But as you can see, this first complete tab, once I've made it properly, will be all of this coming year. Then the following year I'll do 2018 to 2019, which will go behind there. And I'm hopefully going to get 7 years worth in. But how long I'll keep it up, I don't know. I hope so. I mean, it's only a few sentences every night. A couple of sentences every night I have to write on the text edit and then print them off. But anyway, I thought I'd share this with you, just in case you wanted to do something similar. The reason I chose an A5 as opposed to, say, a personal was because of the photographs. Because you can get a much bigger photograph if you want to, and other little bits you might print off. I mean, at Christmas time, I'll obviously do a photograph of us all at Christmas, and the page, the first page, you know, the page on Christmas Day will have a little, I don't know, a picture or a poem similar to the one I did with the Guy Fawkes Night. I hope this doesn't sound too rambling. I hope I've tried to explain it properly. If I haven't, then obviously you can ask questions in the down below. Thanks ever so much for listening. I'm sorry it's a bit short. Well, perhaps you're not sorry it's a bit short. Perhaps my longer ones get a bit boring, I don't know. But anyway, thanks very much for listening. And as usual, I do really, really, really appreciate all your comments. I love it. Bye.